When we think of Stegosaurus, the first thing that comes to mind is that iconic row of massive plates running down the back, or the deadly thagomizer, those long wicked spikes on the tail. But what if I told you this dinosaur had another form of armor, one that's rarely talked about and barely ever preserved in the fossil record? Hidden beneath all that bulk was something called gular armor. Gular? I don't know how to say it. It looks like jugular to me, so we're going to say gular armor. I don't study linguistics, I dig up dead things, so I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm sure people will let me know in the comments. So this gular armor was a series of small bony ossicles that formed a protective layer around the throat and the base of the neck. Unlike the large dramatic plates we all recognize, these tiny pieces of armor functioned more like a natural chainmail, guarding one of the most vulnerable areas of the animal's body. Now you might be wondering what exactly is gular armor. The word gular refers to the throat, and we actually see this term used in other prehistoric animals, such as pterosaurs with their gular pouches. There are also modern birds and crocodiles that have them. But in the case of Stegosaurus, this armor took the form of tiny, interlocking bony plates embedded in the skin. These small ossicles likely helped protect the dinosaur's throat from attacks by predators. Imagine you're a hungry Allosaurus lunging in for a fatal bite. You aim for the neck because that's a quick kill, but all of a sudden you bite in expecting to get the kill and you break a couple of teeth. And in that moment of hesitation, whack! You get smacked with the tail spikes and you're done for. So here's where things get really interesting. That gular armor isn't commonly found in Stegosaurus. In fact, it's quite rare. Why? Because these tiny bones were loosely connected to the skin rather than to the skeleton, meaning that they could easily be lost or scattered before fossilization. Unlike the large solid plates that fuse to the spine, these delicate structures likely fell away as the dinosaur decomposed. To my knowledge, only a few specimens have ever been discovered with these ossicles intact. It makes you wonder, did all stegosaurs have this armor? Or was it something unique to certain individuals or species? While we may never know exactly how effective this gular armor was, it's reasonable to assume it played a role in defense. Stegosaurs weren't exactly fast runners, and despite their massive size, their heads were relatively low to the ground, right at the perfect height for a predator's jaws. Like I said before, today we even see some animals that have natural throat defenses. Armadillos have them. Crocodiles, for example, have thick scales that protect their necks from attacks. Were Stegosaurus evolving something similar? If so, were there other types of soft tissue armor we haven't yet discovered? This hidden armor is a reminder that prehistoric creatures still have secrets waiting to be uncovered. While we often focus on the massive eye-catching features of dinosaurs, sometimes it's the smaller details that give us the best glimpse into how they survived. So the next time you see a Stegosaurus, remember, it wasn't just a walking fortress of spikes and plates. Even its throat had a secret defense.